Alright YouTube, Florida Cycling Fanatic here, and I was really hoping the next update I was going to be able to give you guys, the next video was going to be the 55s getting moved into the office. It's going to be the fish room. Had some family stuff come up on Wednesday, wasn't able to do that, and I'm going out of town this weekend, so I'm not going to be able to do it this weekend, so I'm going to go ahead and do a water change that I was kind of putting off until I did the whole moving of all these tanks. But so I figure I'll do a little quick video of the water change on all the tanks I'm going to do. I'm going to do a water change on all my tanks, all 6 of them. Right now, the 255s, the 29, the 20 long, and the 10 and the other 10. So we're going to get them all done real quick, and what I'll do is I'll kind of start this one first, go on to my other ones, and then when I'm halfway through, maybe I'll show you how I start the whole deal using what I use, how I do my water change, and then I'll go through, get empty about halfway out, and we'll go back in and we'll check it out, take a look at it again, see what it looks like, show you guys real quick how I do it, and then go back on into another one and show you guys that one. So real quick, I'm going to end this real quick right now. I'm going to set up the water change stuff, lay out the stuff that I'm going to shoot real quick, and show you guys all that. I appreciate you watching, YouTube. Be right back.
Check that guy out for a little bit, YouTube. He just got done doing some eating. He's relaxing. Catfish is fat and happy. Sleeping underneath his little pot he likes to sleep on. Little feeders left. Anyway, back to what I was showing you. Show you guys what I do for my water changes and what I like to do. And basically I use this little thing. It's a water bed filler kit piece. Attaches to the sink via this little adapter right here. I can attach it, open this up, create a siphon by opening the water, and then it allows all the water to vacate the tank. And then all I do is close this valve up here on the bottom. It's basically, if you guys have seen the Python, pretty much the same thing, except this cost me $4 off of eBay. I actually bought like 3 of them. I went through one of them already. The plastic's a little weak on it. And then, of course, the Prime. You know what the Prime's for, dechlorination. And then a little sponge I like to use. I bought it brand new, never seen any soap or anything like that. It was brand new. I used it to kind of take off any algae and maybe clean the tanks on the inside if I need to wipe it down. And then there's my hose, big old Mango Mesa hose. It's all basic, just your normal garden hose. I got 2 pieces put together. And then I took this end off of this and shoved it into there. It doesn't leak at all. There's not much pressure on it, so it does work well. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and stop. Actually, I'll go ahead and walk this in there and show you. I was going to stop, but I'll show you how I hook this up. Walk into the bathroom. Alright, what up? Alright, already took the sink cap off, took it out here. And all this does is just thread right on here. Oh. And we're on. So I go ahead and thread that on right there. Make sure it's nice and tight. Now I have had to add some plumber's tape in there to stop some leakage and things like that. And I do lay a towel over the top of it just in case it bursts. One time I had it burst. Got water all over everything in here, and didn't really like cleaning that mess up too much. So I went ahead and lay a towel on it. That way if it bursts, everything just gets the towel wet and everything goes down the sink. Alright, we'll go back out here. And grab the hose. Now I just need this end right here. Come on. Come on, come on. Oh. That'll work. Alright. Then you're just going to take this end. And you're going to thread it right onto the end right here. Now this is going to essentially be your siphon, your drain, and your fill. Make sure it's on there. Alright, so that's all on. Now to siphon it, you want this valve on the bottom open here. So you twist it all the way to the left and then pull it down. Give me 1 second, I might have to. Alright, see that? The valve's down. That allows water to flow through and creating suction through the hose. Alright, back out here. Untangle this mess of a hose. Let's see where we're at. Boom. All right. Put that guy in there. Completely submerge it. I got my power all hung on the wall right there. I go ahead and just shut everything off except for my air pumps. Shuts off the 150 and the 75-gallon filters. Of course, the light. All right, now that I got that in there, I'm gonna go ahead and follow this hose back into the bathroom and crank the water on. And this will create a suction of water through the hose out of the aquarium. You can see it start to slow down a little bit. I use it to get it started going real quick, and then I shut it off, and it just seems to empty on its own. I do know other people that let it run the whole time, but I'm not wasting that much water. So I'm gonna let it run for a minute, shut it off. Wasn't quite flowing yet. Let it run for another second. All right. A little bit of a kink that happens in this hose. There we go. I get some water flowing through there. All right, and then that tank's now emptying out. So when I get about 50%, I'll show another video real quick and talk about how much chemical I add and how I do it. We're back. The tank's about 50% drained. I got a little marker over there. It's not quite there yet, but we're almost there. I scrubbed, did a little bit of scrubbing with my pad. Did a little bit of vacuuming. Again, I didn't do it too thoroughly because I just wanted to get the water change out and done, because I am breaking this tank down next week and moving it because I was unable to. I got my predetermined measured amount of prime out for the replacement water I'm going to get ready to add right now. I do use prime. I've used other things in the past. Honestly, they've all worked pretty well. I just stick with prime. I've heard the reviews on it and good stories of it. And plus, a good friend of mine that's in the hobby kind of got me into it. Lives and dies by it, so he's been doing this a while. I went ahead and took his advice. So let's walk back in the bathroom real quick. We got that siphon in. We want to go ahead and stop that. And before we stop that, what we're going to do is look at this valve on this little $4 piece of plastic I bought off of eBay. And what happens is you close this. You're going to go ahead and push up as hard as you can, or until it stops, and then you're going to twist it while you're holding the top of it. And that closes the valve, which doesn't allow water to come through. Obviously, the valve, I didn't do a very good job of closing the valve, or else it wouldn't still be leaking. But anyway, close that valve. I'm going to hook that brass end up to that plastic end right there. Turn the water on. It'll in turn flow the water into my tank and begin to fill. I'll be right back with everything all hooked up and running. Tidbit on tidbit. Who says that anymore? Quick tidbit. Oh, when you're filling the tank back up and you're adding your water in, once you get to the spot where you can crank your filters back on, like on that marine land up there, once those holes are covered, and over here on that Aqueon 75, once it gets up to that minimum fill line, you want to click all that stuff back on and keep the water running, so that way they fill up as well, and you don't shut the water off, take all the hose out and do all that crap, and then realize once you turn your filters on, you're 2 inches shy of water and you got to drag it all back out again. So anyway, here we are, did this, and that's what we're going to do. I'll show you another quick video of it full. I got my son, Braden, he's 4, wants to say hi.
Hi.
Hi. All right, we'll be back in a little bit. YouTube, Cichlid Fanatic back. It's all filled up. It's all done. It's ready to go. All you gotta do is take this hose out, and we're gonna go ahead and leave it hooked up to that sink you've seen in my bathroom. I'm gonna close these tops. Like this. Pull the hose out, let it drain into there. Try to get the littlest amount of water as possible on the floor. Close this. And just want to show you the final product. Nice clean tank. Fresh water change. Sorry about the light. I cut all the lights off. Trying to see if it'll work better. Maybe cut one on real quick. Now the lights don't want to work. Alright, there we go. If that doesn't help it, that's the finished project. The finished product, I should say. Got Garth just chilling. He's still chilling as usual underneath there. Hiding in the back in his normal spot. Doing well. Couple of little feeders. Alright. Stay tuned to the next video. Or, I'm sorry, for the next video. And I'm going to show you how it's done on my other 55. Along with a couple quick little projects I was going to do to it. Alright, YouTube. Appreciate you watching the video. Florida Cichlid Fanatic here. And I'm out. Come on. Peace.